And we hear little puppies.
She sees a squirrel.
Oh, sad day.
I can't let you out, buddy. Well, that will be fun to edit around. Rhyme or free, it doesn't matter to me. It's my bad poetry. Good day, and welcome to My Bad Poetry, a podcast where we take a deep dive into our poems from youth, yesteryear, or even yesterday. Always asking the question, why in the world did I write this? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Dave.
And today, we are recording our second episode of Season 8, and the only guest we may have on is a squeaky little dog who sees a squirrel.
What poem did you bring to us, Tallulah?
I chased the squirrels. So we've started off with an incredible guest. More guests are in the wings. As too late to the game on making a desperate plea last night. People came out of the woodworks, but today would not work for them. So it's just you and me, Dave. How you feeling?
I mean, yep.
It's been a year.
It has been a whole dang year in the last week.
Yeah. Well, how about you bring us into the realm of bad poetry with whatever you've brought for us today?
Okay. I don't have a title for this one yet.
You owe me cake.
Well, I technically have a title. It's a bad title.
Oh, okay.
The title is just an after poem from a young Charles A. Silvestri.
Ooh.
Shall I compare thee to a rotting corpse? Thou art as rancid and malodorous. A waft of deadly stench my nose it warps. Thine eyes, they brood with dark green of rich pus. As warms the day by God's gracious soft light, a stink arise enclosed in jealous fate. By chance or necromancer's practiced plight, you bloat with push of worms, as you they ate.
Whoa.
But now your lids remove the salt of sleep, and rise from bed like grave you lift your head. Be not the death I saw you die, count sheep? When dawn first breaks, the cold of night, flee dread. So long as you can deal with me, I'm gross. I feel I deal with you and hold you close.
Oh. It got a little sloppy there with...
Oh, it got extremely sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it started out so strong, but you were just quoting Silvestri at that point.
Correct.
But, okay, did you stick with the full iambic pentameter the whole time?
There are a couple of spots where it's not pentameter, but it is iambic.
Okay, it felt a little forced. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%. Like someone who actually knows how to write would look at this and go, ha, 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 you tried. But I actually didn't try, so that helps.
I do like the twist in that, like, this was all a dream. Am I reading that right? Or just like...
I think you could take it that way. I was going more for, yeah, you're gross, and like, you know, it's not like in TV shows when you wake up with a full face of makeup on. You've got crud and gunk in your eyes, but, you know, you can deal with me, and I'm gross, so...
Each morning I wake up.
Before I put on my makeup...
You look gross.
Love you too, buddy. Can I just say, I did not know that song, but then there was the Wayne Brady coffee creamer commercial where he sings that song.
Oh. Well, there you go.
That's where I learned it. And I went, oh, that's from a musical? Like 10 years later.
Amazing. Did you lose some of the rhyme at the end here? Gross and close.
Yeah.
Okay. Head sheep ate. Oh, sleeping sheep.
Yeah, because it's
dread.
A, B,
okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
A, B, C, D, C, D.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is fun.
It's not good, but honestly, I kind of want to go back to it.
Yeah.
Like, this might be the first poem I go back and, like, edit and turn into something that is bad. Because I feel like right now it's on the level of terrible. So maybe in a few years after, like, a lot of work, I can bring it back to my bad poetry.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, you've kind of set the tone perfectly for today.
Oh, yikes.
Because I also have written a poem pretty recently that I think is bad, and I would like to revisit. I don't want to rule this one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is an interesting break of the form.
It kind of is.
I like it, though.
So, yeah, this is kind of a brand new poem. I'll give you some history here. I wrote a majority of this.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. Read without context.
We don't give context, dude. We have been doing this show for like 1,000 years.
Oh, now I know how the guests feel where you want to like explain away. Okay.
I know, right? This is why it sucks. No, don't tell us why. Just tell us.
Read. Okay. So, Dave, the poem I'm bringing to us today is called How to Euthanize a Butterfly.
Oh, my. Yeah, we are just a real show of hope this week.
Yeah. So, here we go. The wings are warped when they appear. Twisted, fragile, flightless. A swift stomp is suggested, but not recommended, considering the impact on those who witness the sudden dispatch of a beautiful creature unfairly formed. They say they don't feel pain, yet it still feels inhumane. One goes to freeze them, with wings closed, folded for final rest, a prayerful position for this one's pupa. Is this less stressful for the butterfly or us?
So, dear listeners, if you are also a psychopath like Aaron, what?
What?
You looked at me like I was being cruel.
Well, you wouldn't let me give the context.
That's why I wouldn't let you give the context.
Okay, I will also have to share screen at some point because I tried to do a bit of, what is it called?
Editing?
No, a painted with words.
Like a concrete poem?
Concrete poem, thank you. Yeah.
You don't want to just like share the Google Doc with me so that I can edit it and make it look better?
No, because I did it on Word.
Why would you do such a thing? Dear listeners, this week's podcast is brought to you by us still not knowing how to use Zoom. It's terrible. I hate it. But also, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Okay. Share this
Use
thing.
promo code Aaron and Dave, and you will receive nothing.
So, first impressions, Dave.
So, dear listeners, I am looking at what Aaron described as a concrete poem that looks like... Have you ever seen an anthill after a rainstorm?
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything because it's been crushed.
Well, oh, yeah. It's a smashed butterfly, Dave.
I understand that fact. But you know what else looks like a smashed butterfly? A jumble of words.
Are you saying I took too much time trying to shape this thing?
I mean, I see nothing here, buddy.
Here's the body.
Yeah, I get that.
There's the wings. And then I split it in 3 columns like how an insect is 3 body parts. Although this is just parts of the wing now that I see that. But
correct. And the wing also extends beneath the body.
No, this is part of the butt.
Yeah, I know. The wing extends. I would like you to look for a picture of a monarch butterfly.
Okay, well, you're assuming it's a monarch. This might be a swallowtail.
Well, then you're even more wrong because they have tails.
Not if they need to be euthanized. If their wings are warped, they can be very like dwarfish. The wings can be. Let me give you some context to this, Dave.
It's weird how the wings on this butterfly, oh yeah, they extend beyond the body. They don't even go in front of the head.
Gosh.
Because of course they don't.
You stomped on it with a boot. It's why it looks like this.
I'd like to point out that this is the second time this episode that I have placed my forehead on my microphone. In shame and disgust.
And here I thought I wanted to revisit this poem. Okay, so may I finally explain what this is?
Okay. So the context of this poem is I hate butterflies and I want to stomp them to death.
No.
Aaron, that's a really harsh opinion that you would take. I know. Okay, you can talk now.
Thank you, Dave. So I wrote this poem on Monday.
Okay.
You know, as my previous Return of Pain, it started as an email to myself. with the line, "A swift stomp is suggested, but not recommended." I like that line. If anything
good line.
is left, that I might try and keep.
Yeah.
I was writing this because Monday morning, Abby has a lot of butterflies. We get them as caterpillars. We watch them grow through all the instars and then go Jay and then Chris. So we have both monarchs and swallowtails. And two of the butterflies that came out of the cocoons have been deformed in some way. One of them, named Sally, still lives with us. We feed her honey water in the mornings, and she flits around. Her wing is not strong enough to fly. The other one, named Willa, was a swallowtail who really could not even much a flit, to say the least. And she was getting honey water, and then she just decided to stop drinking. So Willa is no longer with us. But it meant that I Googled on a random Monday morning how to euthanize a butterfly. Yeah. And I came to this article. I think it was a WikiHow, honestly. But it was talking about how, like, the best recommended solution is to stomp on it because it's quick and theoretically painless. You just put them out of their misery immediately. But the article then acknowledged if kids witness that can be a little disturbing for them. Mm-hmm. And it seems, again, they use the phrase, it feels inhumane. And they suggest freezing it. The butterfly, in any of its stages, caterpillar, pupa, would probably die within about 10 minutes. Kind of a long sleep, essentially. Mm-hmm. So ultimately, Willa just died naturally beside some picked flowers that we had in the cage. So we didn't have to make this choice. But it has led to this poem. Looking at the info on this, I have spent 102 minutes editing this work.
I don't know how to tell you this, buddy. That's too long. That's a lot of time.
I created it at 8:12 p.m. And I saved and closed it at 9:44 p.m.
Okay.
I also included kind of different version of it that is not concrete poem.
Right.
Just so I could keep track of my words.
Yeah. It's tough when you're tabbing everything across.
Yeah, a lot of tabs and spaces for this mess. Yeah. One thing I was trying to play with, which I think ultimately reading back, I failed, is I was experimenting with what would it be like if you read just one side or the other.
Yeah.
And so this middle part, who witnessed the sudden dispatch pain folded for final rest, is this less stressful for the butterfly or us? This is something I wanted to have more centralized, the pain at being the dead center. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I think about this poem, Dave.
I like it, not as a concrete poem.
Okay.
I don't know how to do a concrete poem.
Yeah, and I think I don't know either. So one thing that hi butterflies.
So you notice how, like, the wings go in front of the body and behind the body because they're big?
Yeah, but anyway. No,
you make a good point that, it's a smashed up butterfly, so it looks like a smashed up butterfly.
It kind of looks like a heart, though.
It kind of does.
Like a broken heart.
It's a broken heart.
It's a broken heart.
For your sad butterfly.
Yeah. So I thought, as I was writing this, I thought I was, like, dealing with some pretty deep stuff, and now I'm like, I don't know.
That's what I like about it. It takes something deep and difficult, euthanization and all of that, and, like, the grief that we feel, but you put it in the context of a butterfly, so meh.
Not meh.
Well, meh.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, I then the next day saw a quote attributed to Nietzsche, and there's no Nietzsche, whatever. It's one of those disputed quotes, you gotta love them.
There's a billion of them.
Yeah, but the quote essentially is: "You smash a cockroach and you're a hero. You smash a butterfly and you're a villain. Morality has an aesthetics standard."
Yeah.
And I thought that was really funny to encounter that quote the day after writing this poem, because it's like the care put into the thought of, well, how do we carefully dispatch of this creature that we have cared for, versus, ew, it's a bug.
Right?
that kind of that instinct of just like swatting a fly or something.
No.
It's very different.
It is. I was just having this conversation with some other people yesterday about how those disgusting, gross house centipedes.
Oh, I hate those things.
They're so disgusting.
Oh, they creep me
But
out.
they kill all of your daddy long legs.
Yeah.
So, like, do you kill the house centipede to keep away the daddy long legs, or deal with the daddy long legs, or
yeah, let the circle of life commence. Yeah, I mean, I think that too about like house spiders. Like,
oh yeah,
they're not gonna harm us. They just they creep us out, and so we want to get rid of them, right? But yeah, so the question that I wanted to wrestle with, and I pose it as a question, is like, is it really less stressful for the butterfly or for us? Like, why are we parsing this decision? And yeah.
So from my understanding, butterflies don't have a sense of thermoception. They can't actually tell when they're hot or cold.
And I think that's what it means when, I mean, I put this in here. They say they don't feel pain. Like, it's that, like, if you put them in the freezer, it'll just be like they're falling asleep. There's not
So did you ever have like a butterfly collection? Were you ever a lepidopterist?
No. My sister had a poster that had the butterfly wings all blown up so that the alphabet was spelled. So that's
She blew up butterfly wings.
Yeah,
weird.
gross. Really gross. No,
Get scales everywhere.
But no, I did try and keep a caterpillar alive in a glass jar outside once, and then it rained and it drowned. Yeah,
That's horrific.
it was not a good experience. But Abby's really gotten into it over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So I think we're up to like over 50 as far as releasing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you collect them wild?
Yeah, Abby will when she's walking past milkweed or dill on her walks with the dog, we'll just look under leaves and find the eggs or caterpillars, and then brings them inside, make sure she picks fresh dill and milkweed throughout the season, gets them to Jay, and then once they come out of their cocoon, we let them go the next day. And yeah, it's been a fun process. But this is the first year out of the 3 years where we have encountered wings that are warped.
Yeah.
So that was disconcerting.
Right.
Really sad.
I never did much of bug collecting, but I always did put the bug in a jar, a couple of drops of acetone, and it kills them almost instantly.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that like when people put like a jar of gasoline over a wasp nest?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
It's the same thing?
Except the butterflies usually don't try and sting you to death.
Yeah. Why would you do that, Dave? You're a monster.
Well, it was for collecting them.
Yeah.
The best part is, I had a collection of butterflies and moths, and it was destroyed.
Oh, no.
By moths. My butterfly and moth collection was eaten by moths. How good is that?
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should add another section to this or Dave suggests acetone.
Well, I was thinking, take it out of being a concrete poem and turn it into an acrostic poem where it spells acetone.
Oh, no.
Should I give it my boot? Should I give it the freezer? No! Acetone! No, I like your poem. Ooh. I think there are some really lovely lines in it. Like the, who witnessed the sudden dispatch of a beautiful creature unfairly formed. Again, like, I like how that plays, how that feels as you read it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think there's something about this concept and some of the phrasing that has stuck with me.
Yeah.
That I want to come back to this. Now, I've already spent over an hour which is clearly too much in your opinion. But it truly was a lot of the tabbing and spacing, which now look at it, it really does look like a broken heart.
It really does.
Not a butterfly. I even at one point like pulled an image of like a butterfly over the words and tried to fit it within the graphic.
Well, you really sucked at that.
It did not go well.
No.
Well, anything else about how to euthanize a butterfly?
One thing.
Okay.
You painstakingly put this into a semi-butterfly-like shape.
Yes.
So, Aaron, the wings are warped when they appear. What part of the butterfly is that?
That's just an extra like part of the...
Yeah, that's not a part of the poem then?
No, it is part of the poem. It's like, you know, sometimes the flakiness of wings, it might be like an extra, like that top quarter section.
It was like after you smashed it with your boot, and that's the guts shooting out.
I'm telling you, it is a smashed butterfly.
But again, that's like saying, I made this look like a crumpled up piece of paper. Okay, buddy, that's a ball.
Yeah.
Like, a smashed butterfly is not a shape.
Yeah, well...
That's not how shapes work.
So this line that you're pointing out, the wings are warped when they appear, is one of the last lines that I added to the poem.
Okay.
The poem used to start with a swift stomp is suggested, as like how to euthanize a butterfly being the title, and then leading into a swift stomp is suggested but not recommended. Yeah. I thought, without the context of this is a butterfly that will not be able to fly, that may in fact have parasites. We determined neither of our butterflies had parasites because you can do a microscopic look. Anyway,
you're such a nerd. This is awesome.
So I was like, I don't want this poem to come off as like how to just kill any random butterfly. So I wanted to give the context of the warped wings.
I understand that, yes. But I would say you seeing that other quote of how we decide what is beautiful and worthy. If you leave off that context, because you still have that context of a beautiful creature unfairly formed.
Yeah.
Because then it's less obvious.
Yeah.
Although then it feels too on the nose to start off with a swift stomp.
But in some ways, it's like a swift stomp is jarring to us.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. I will keep playing with this one, Dave.
Yeah.
I honestly did not write this intending for it to be on the show, and we have it on the show. So anyway, good or garbage?
The other day, I was in my backyard, and I was using my weed whipper, just cutting down some grass, trying to clean up our back patio. There was a large bug that was on the ground, and I decided I was going to stomp on it, because it was gross looking. So I stomped on it, but it was on the patio and it was in between the cracks. And so I think I took off a leg or two and it kept moving around. So I tried to stomp on it again and it didn't die.
Oh, gosh.
So I really needed to stomp on it because I felt like a monster. And I think that's what this poem is. Something that needs to be stomped to death. No, my metaphor was actually going to be that, you know, it feels like you could stomp it to death, but it just keeps persisting. There's something that it's striving for. And it's not the worst thing in the world. Let it go, Aaron. Let it fly. Or put it in your freezer, whichever you want.
Fair enough. Well, we're going to end this week with the words of a true poet. And honestly, one of Kendrick Lamar's albums is How to Pimp a Butterfly. Or it's called To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
And I mean, I know that he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, but I'm not sure how much of his lyrics I can read.
I mean, like, ethically stealing from a living artist or keeping our clean podcast?
A bit of both. I think I have found, actually, the first track off the album, Wesley's Theory, the first stanza. I will read Wesley's Theory from Kendrick Lamar's album To Pimp a Butterfly as our closing words. When the four corners of this cocoon collide, you'll slip through the cracks hoping that you'll survive. Gather your wind, take a deep look inside. Are you really who they idolize to pimp a butterfly? Oh. This has been My Bad Poetry.
Now go write some of your own bad poetry and stop stomping on butterflies.
Okay.
So now what I want to do is take your poem and do
Put it to a sick beat?
Oh, absolutely not.
Mustard!
You're trying to kill a bug, but it's probably a monarch. That was good.
That was
you
good.
got to admit.
That was really good. Sorry.
I was saying maybe make a parody of a Kendrick Lamar song with the ideas from your poem. But that sounds like work, and I'm not going to do that.
Rhyme free doesn't matter.